Welcome to this video on the Watergate Scandal, a constitutional crisis that fundamentally changed American politics forever. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of their Politics and American History series. We begin with Chapter 1, the political climate before Watergate, to understand the turbulent era that set the stage for this immense political scandal. America in 1972 was deeply divided. The Vietnam War polarized the nation, eroding public trust. President Nixon's administration operated with great secrecy and hostility toward political opponents, fostering paranoia. Nixon's 1972 re-election campaign was run by the Committee to Re-elect the President, or CREEP. This organization planned systematic espionage and sabotage against Democratic candidates and was led by John Mitchell, Nixon's former Attorney General. Chapter 2 covers the break-in and the initial cover-up, the night that ultimately brought down a presidency. On June 17, 1972, security guard Frank Wills discovered tape on door locks at the Watergate complex. Police arrived and apprehended 5 burglars inside the Democratic National Committee headquarters, who were carrying wiretapping equipment. The arrested burglars had direct ties to CREEP and White House officials. Press Secretary Ron Ziegler dismissed it as a, quote, third-rate burglary. However, White House officials immediately began coordinating denials, destroying evidence, and limiting the investigation. Chapter 3 focuses on the investigations and the pivotal role of the press in exposing the truth. Washington Post reporters Woodward and Bernstein refused to accept official denials. A mysterious FBI source known as Deep Throat provided crucial leads. Their reporting systematically exposed financial ties and obstruction of justice at the highest levels. The identity of Deep Throat remained a secret for decades until 2005, when Mark Felt, former FBI Associate Director, revealed himself. Felt gave the crucial advice to follow the money, and his courage helped unravel the conspiracy. Chapter 4 details the legal battle and Senate hearings, where the justice system confronted executive power. The Watergate trial began in January 1973. Judge John Sirica's persistent questioning led to burglar James McCord's confession, revealing widespread perjury and White House pressure on the defendants. The televised Senate Select Committee hearings, chaired by Senator Sam Ervin, captivated millions. Senator Howard Baker's iconic question drove the inquiry. What did the president know, and when did he know it? Chapter 5 focuses on the tapes and Nixon's obstruction, the smoking gun that sealed his fate. Alexander Butterfield shocked the nation by revealing Nixon had secretly recorded all Oval Office conversations. A legal battle over executive privilege ensued until the smoking gun tape proved Nixon personally directed the cover-up. The Saturday Night Massacre in October 1973 occurred when Nixon ordered Special Prosecutor Archibald Cox fired. Attorney General Elliot Richardson and Deputy Attorney General William Ruckelshaus resigned rather than comply. Public outrage intensified calls for impeachment. Chapter 6 covers the fall of a presidency, resulting in the first and only presidential resignation in American history. The House Judiciary Committee adopted articles of impeachment in July 1974 for obstruction of justice, abuse of power, and contempt of Congress. As support evaporated, conviction in the Senate became inevitable. On August 8, 1974, Nixon announced his resignation, departing the next day. Vice President Gerald Ford was sworn in and, controversially, pardoned Nixon a month later for any crimes committed while in office. Chapter 7 explores the aftermath and legacy, detailing how Watergate transformed American politics and culture. Watergate caused widespread cynicism and a sharp erosion of public trust in government. This led to sweeping reform legislation, including new campaign finance laws, and the quote suffix became permanent shorthand for political scandals. The investigation showed the strength of American institutions. The FBI uncovered evidence, Mark Felt acted as a whistleblower, special prosecutors pursued the truth, and federal judges upheld the rule of law. Watergate is reflected in popular culture, most notably in the book and film, All the President's Men. These works elevated investigative journalism and continue to shape public understanding of presidential accountability. Watergate demonstrated the lessons of checks and balances in action, congressional oversight, a free press, the role of whistleblowers, and public vigilance proved essential safeguards against the abuse of executive power. In summary, what began as a burglary escalated into a constitutional crisis, exposing systematic corruption. Watergate fundamentally changed how Americans view the presidency, demanding greater accountability and transparency. Thank you for watching this video. Reflect on the institutional safeguards that protect democracy today and how citizens can remain vigilant against abuses of power.